let's just compile a story for you now and get to know them a little better. It says 4 days to the Law Society of Kenya elections, and the campaigns are in top gear among the 75 lawyers contesting various positions in the LSK Council. Tonight, KTN's Murimi gives a profile of the 3 candidates who are contesting for the LSK presidency and key highlights of their campaign manifesto.
There's not so civilized behavior of the learned friends during the March 2015 LSK annual general meeting was probably the most open display of the deep-seated wrangles in the lawyer's body. And with barely 4 days to the LSK polls, a tight race looms for the LSK presidential seat, pitting 3 brilliant legal minds in a contest akin to the proverbial clash of the titans. On the LSK presidential race is former East African Law Society President James Aggrey, city lawyer Alan Wayaki Gishohe, and former Kisumu LSK branch chairman Isaac Okero, all of who are relying on the votes of 7,672 advocates poised to participate in the exercise.
I am best suited, given my track record in standing for the people of this country, and also standing for our members, and also standing for the rule of law.
I'm the only one who from the outset has recognized that the general meeting is the supreme authority of the Law Society of Kenya.
City lawyer Alan Gishohe is banking on his 6 years experience as a member of the LSK Council and his contribution in drafting of the practice directions being presently used at the Court of Appeal and the Commercial and Land Division of the High Court to convince the learned friends that he is best suited to take over the mantle of the LSK presidency. Gishohe's campaign manifesto is hinged on the slogan of Restore, Re-energize and Dignify, on the promise of pushing for the recruitment of more judicial officers to address the inadequacy of staff in the courts, in addition to addressing concerns of young lawyers, especially on issues of their pay and mentorship.
Now this is an opportunity.
Aggrey, on the other hand, is banking on his experience as a former vice chair of the LSK and his tenure as president of the East African Law Society to persuade the learned friends to look his way during the polls.
If you look at the Constitution of 1963, part of the problem we have is that it was mutilated by small pieces of amendments and legislations and policies over the years. And we are seeing that creeping back. You therefore need a president who is going to stand for the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya.
Kisumu-based lawyer Isaac Okero is on the other hand banking on his many years experience under the Kisumu LSK sub-branch to drive the LSK agenda to all the advocates, including those operating up-country, whom he admits feel left out on the LSK decision-making chain.
Primary reason for all the wrangles that we have seen is the failure of the leadership of the LSK to recognize that the Law Society of Kenya is a society for the members.
Gishohe says he'll increase budgetary allocations to LSK branches if elected president, and also promises to hold quarterly meetings with the branch chairpersons to address grassroots concerns. But on the issue of the controversial International Arbitration Center, which occasioned the wrangles witnessed during the 2015 AGM, all the 3 candidates appear to be in agreement that LSK members were not adequately consulted before commencement of the project, under which every member was to contribute 39,000 shillings. Gishohe proposes that the project should be stopped, adding that as president he would convene a meeting within 60 days to reach a consensus on all LSK property at South Sea and Lavington.
Even in the way that the International Arbitration Center was conceived and the execution of that project, particularly when it came to how the project will be financed, the leadership completely disregarded the will of the general meeting.
The February 25th LSK elections have ignited fierce campaigns on social media and on the ground as members meet regional members of the lawyers' body in the hunt for the votes. Murimi, KTN News, Nairobi.